2.5 years ago, I was in a spinning class, of all places, with my lovely girlfriend, Shauna. She brought me to this spinning class. She says, you got to come check it out. And I was in this spinning class, and it was about 45 minutes. And towards the end of the spinning class, the instructor looked at us. If you've ever been in a spinning class, they're motivating you, and they're playing this hyped up music, and they're getting you really, really excited. And she says, look, these next 5 minutes, I want you to give me 5% more effort. She said, if you give me 5% more effort for these next 5 minutes, you're going to burn more calories. Your heart rate's going to increase. When you get off the bike, your resting heart rate is going to increase. You're going to burn more calories when you're sitting down. And then ultimately, you're going to live a healthier, happier life. And then she said, anybody can do anything 5% more. As soon as I heard that, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I looked around the whole room, and there were people, different ages, races, ethnicities. There was a pregnant woman in the class. And the interesting thing about it was, everybody gave that little extra effort, but they also gave way beyond 5% more. And then I said to myself, man, what would our lives look like if we applied that very concept to virtually every aspect of our life? I'll tell you a quick story. It was July in the late 90s, and it was just me and this guy. His name was Brian Lapia. And that day in July, he sold 5 cars in one day, which is a lot of cars. I don't care what dealership you're at. I don't care if you're at some of these mega dealerships anywhere in the country. 5 cars in a day is a lot of cars. It's July. It's 9 o'clock. It's 90 degrees at night. It's 90 degrees out. It's at night. We're sitting in the dealership, and a customer comes onto the lot. And it's me and Brian just sitting there talking, and Brian jumps up. I said, Brian, where are you going? What are you doing? He goes, there's a customer on the lot. I said, Brian, you already sold 5 cars today. He smiled and he looked at me. He says, Mikey, he called me Mikey. He says, Mikey, every day I tell myself I'm going to sell 1 car. And then after I sell that 1 car, I'm going to sell another car. And I'm going to continue to sell until the day is over. Now I sat there and I waited. He went out and greeted the customer. He brought the customer in. And guess what happened? No, he didn't sell him a car. But you know what happened? The next day, that customer came back and bought a car from him. So my point of that story is sometimes you give that little extra effort, and it doesn't happen today, but it most likely will happen to successful people. The great people, really what separates them is not necessarily 5% more effort, it's the last 5%. Just like the spinning class I was talking about, right? It's that last email. It's that last phone call. It's that last time you knock on someone's door. It's that extra telephone pole when you're out there running, right? It's the extra couple minutes on the treadmill.